Hi, Bob Leda here, and welcome to this episode of Stepping into the River. Today is one of our many days talking about breath. The technique that we're going to be using this time is called filling and emptying. I drew it from a book by a gentleman named Eric Franklin, who I've not met, and it was one page in a book about breath that he wrote that was really quite interesting stuff. All adaptations are mine, but I found it to be quite effective in working with musicians. Now, normally I'd use this particular exercise with singers or with wind players. Very obvious because breathing is central to what they're doing. But the example that we're going to see today is with a drummer. And I hope you're going to be able to see how liberating his breath and the movements through his torso liberate his playing both up through here and through his legs. So please take a watch and listen, and we'll see you on the other side. Well, here we are. We got your crew here, Extra Eyes and Ears. They're here to offer insight and illumination into how you go about playing. Now, we'll do our usual stuff. Compare Will's top half to bottom half. His left side to his right side. Where's home base? Where does he go when finishing a phrase? Or you can say, where does he play from? Front half to back half. What might be contributing more to keeping him upright? What you catch about his breathing, and where your attention goes when he plays. That's the general stuff. What are you working on these days? What would you like him to look or listen for?
Posture, as always. Staying straight, kind of central. And then, any drummers, like technique stuff is always welcome. So.
Okay. All right, I'll get out of the way. I got my earplugs. It is all yours. We can do a physical thing. We can do a breathing oriented, but it's not really about breathing thing. Do you have a preference?
No?
Well, you gotta pick one.
I don't know.
Okay. Flip a middle coin then.
Say tails.
Hmm?
I'll say tails.
Tails, all right. Well, which one was tails?
Oh, okay, all right. Sure. We can
Okay.
make a second tails.
Okay, all right. So, I think you have an opportunity to be more subtle when you play, and pitch. I think that what you were picking up on in the lower half. And one of the paths to that suppleness is to try this little breathing experiment. So if you can put your hand like here, and as you breathe in, just breathe into your hand, filling it up, and emptying it out. So you're filling and emptying. I got this from a gentleman named Eric Franklin. It was one page in a book that he did about breathing. He does a lot of excellent work in what's going on with your physique. Now, as this goes on, if you can, begin to fill into this space that's beyond where your hand is, and empty from there. It's very gentle, you're not really emphatic, but you can fill into space and empty out from that space. So filling and emptying. two sides feel different from each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, any words for the difference?
This one is definitely the affected side. I feel like it's in a good way though, like a little looser and less tense.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's balance it off.
Okay.
Other side, same deal, filling empty into your hand for a while, and as you get going with it, then you fill it empty actually into the space that's around your hand. So that there's no real limit to your breathing, but your flexible structure can handle everything just fine. Thank you very much. Filling and emptying, filling and emptying. And you may feel your breath movements kind of start to come through your legs too. You may not. Yeah, just one more breath, Will. Does that balance things out?
Yeah.
Okay. So now for this next one, I can only demonstrate this with one hand because I have an injury in here. But if you can get two arms back there, the same deal, filling and emptying down here at the bottom of where your ribs are. If you can do it with two hands, that's great.
Two at a time?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can only do it with just the one. But filling and emptying into your forearms and hands back there, and then ultimately filling and emptying into that space that's surrounding you back there. And this can really permeate down through your hips and your legs, this one. Gently, gently, gently. Okay, and then one more breath. Okay, give it a whirl. Let's see what happens. What, as always, what did you see? What did you hear? Charlie.
Shoulders were like very visibly less tense.
Connor.
He was a lot more relaxed. It felt like even his bottom half, it felt like he was doing less work
Oh,
and getting
yeah.
twice the sound.
Yeah.
The whole drum kit sounded quieter.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see that happening like for everyone who plays
Yeah.
the drums in.
Yeah.
Like it just sounds clean and quieter.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Was that a different experience for you?
Yeah. I think I had a little bit more. I don't know if it was because I was less tense or just like I'm figuring, but I feel like I had a little bit more room to operate.
Yeah, right,
like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel less congested.
Absolutely,
You know, and
yeah.
can do the traveling that you have to
Yeah.
do. And particularly I spotted in your legs. They
Yeah.
were just so vibrant, you know, this time.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Cool.
I'm glad you made that
Awesome.
choice.
Thank you. Yeah.
Big hand for Will. Hi, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that performance and could appreciate the just wonderful vibrancy of both the player himself and his sound. I've always believed that in order to perform at your best, whatever it may be, it's most important to be really centered and really know where you are This is even more important than being energized and that kind of thing. And this exercise of filling and emptying up through here in the back in all of you is really a path for centering. And I find that's true for breath quite often. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.